Keep some fuel in the back.
That's it, off-worlder. You're ready. I'm waiting at Mirzabar. That's the great rock formation that looks like a giant hammer. Be careful. Vehicles are fast, but nothing can outrun Shai Old Dude. You can only hope to get between safe areas more quickly. I'll see you soon.
Oh, I'm liking this. Whee! First computer game you played was something in 1970. Your dad took you to his job at Hewlett Packard. It was a Star Trek game printed on rolling paper from a computer the size of a refrigerator. That's impressive. I need to head west. I mean, they say I need to look out for Shai Old Dude. But I feel pretty safe here. There's lots to bob and weave through. Ow. Can I run over a scavenger with this? Oh, it didn't work. Okay. We tried. For science. Heading off to get dinner. Have a great rest of your stream. Thank you so much for the raid again, Girly Gamer. I promise I'll check you out as soon as I'm done with this stream. I really do appreciate you. And anyone in the chat who's unfamiliar with Girly Gamer should click on her username, check out her channel, and let me know if she's super cool. I mean, I suspect she is. What am I doing? Are we here? No, no, no. This is not the place yet.
Eyes on hostiles.
Ow, ow. That seemed concerning. This is not where I intend to be. Should be heading west. This way. There we go. It looks like part of my vehicle is red. Is it because I've been shot a bunch? Am I overheating it? We'll find out. this is the wrong way. Whoop. I was told vehicles could survive any drop, and I'm happy to have tested that. Abandoned vehicle? What does that mean? The engine's at 17%. What have I done? Abandon an unsheltered vehicle will take damage from sandstorms. Can I repair? Where's the engine? Out of ammo. What kind of ammo does this take? Alright. I haven't understand the science of it, but it can just sit there. She is wonderful and cool. I thought so. What platform am I on? I'm on PC. Hi, kitty. Do I play PC VR, PSVR, or Quest? So PC virtual reality, yes, PlayStation virtual reality, or Quest. I don't do any of those. To be honest, I feel like we're not quite there with VR games to make it worth a worthwhile investment. Someday. Okay. Deposit these. And these. Nice work. Most off-worlders think the Fremen were just a bunch of savages, but they made quality goods. No one's ever matched their moisture seal tech, and their mechanisms stand up to the harshest conditions. Pity most scavengers have a superstitious fear of salvaging Fremen gear. But since you're braver than most, maybe you can help me with something else. I have a client who needs something recovered from an Imperial testing station. He's looking for an old poison snooper. Why? Who knows? But he's paying well. Station's not far off from Griffin's Reach, but be careful if you go there. A band of scavengers has laid claim to the place. Yeah, I'll accept that. I've done all of these. Oh! Okay. So... recruits wanted. So are these the quests to like join a faction? Maybe I don't have to choose it quite yet. Okay. Courier run. Collect the package from Mir, hand it over at the anvil. Okay. Sounds fun. We'll do this one. I've already decided I'm going to do Atreides. Deliver items. Okay. Apparently I already had one. So you got the snooper. Sure, it wasn't easy. Those testing stations can be an absolute treasure troves, but they're usually full of people who don't like to share. Never met a reasonable person in a testing station. Listen, I have another offer for you if you're looking to do a little trading. Need a few components to restore a sand bike in decent condition, not falling apart. Can't pay for them, but I have some other rarer bike parts that I'm willing to exchange in return. So what do you want? An engine and a tread? Not in my backpack. Man. So I should have put those in the back of my bike.
You keep coming back like this, I'll have to stop calling you stranger. Stranger?
Supposed to take a package to the anvil?
Indeed. I hope you have more brains than the last courier I hired. Idiot tried to cross the desert on foot, without a sand bike.
VR is really awesome, and there's an amazing community built around it. If you have a decent PC, you can link a quest for 300. It does seem like a fairly good deal. It's cheaper than most consoles these days. I don't know. I think I need more amazing VR games. But like eventually, if streaming really does take off for me, like I'll use stream money to like buy some VR gear, and we could do some virtual reality games someday. Half-Life Alyx in VR is incredible. I have heard that. I think Beat Saber is also a pretty amazing game. And then there was like this Viking rowing one. It's like Ragnarok or something like that. Like that one sounds really good. And you know, there have been a couple of like arena ones and Gorilla Tag. There's like there's getting to be more and more decent games out there, but like it's still not enough. Not for me, not yet. We'll get there. I believe that we will get there. I feel like people just haven't figured out how to make like a really mind-blowing VR game yet, though. Half-Life Alyx is probably the closest we've come. Indeed, I hope you have more brains than last courier. Yep. Goodbye. Do you just have a spare engine?
Like this?
Office furniture set. Yeah? Like that. Wait. No. Damn it. Wanted to buy this. It really bothers me that it doesn't select like what you're hovered over. You have to actually click on it. Welding wire, that's what I need. Is that something I can craft right now? Ragnarok, your nephews destroy you though? Oh, it sounds so fun. Okay, skills. Not enough skill points there. Okay, we're getting there. I still don't know what this is telling me to unlock. Crafting. Welding wire. What is it made out of? Salvage metal. Okay. If I can just find some hunks of metal, I can repair my bike. You have a VR Quest, and some games give you motion sickness, so be wary if that's something I have to deal with. I've played a lot of games, and motion sickness is usually not something I need to deal with. But there have been times. The one that really got me was Katamari. And even then, I had to play that game like all day before like I started to feel sick. But I'm usually pretty good at that. I used to play Virtual Boy way back in the day. I remember I played Mario Party for like an entire day. And my brain did not entirely melt. Are we good? Cannot be repaired further. Hang on. Like, okay, that's... I just replace the engine when I can, huh? I'm just gonna put some welding wire in you. Now I've got this. I don't think I'm ever gonna need binoculars. What are you? You're a schematic. That's even worse. I already had the schematic. Dude, while I'm here, I should sell that back.
You keep coming back like this, I'll have to stop calling you stranger, stranger.
Oh, you don't buy schematics? Or were you a different schematic? Now I'm confused. No, I just got two of them. Okay. Oh! Gotcha. So, like, I can craft these, but I only get, like, one per schematic. Oh. Interesting. Okay. So they want us to go... We need to get the bike parts. The bike parts are all at the home base. I think we should stop here. And get some action in before we complete all the quests. I'm not trying to like rush the game, but maybe it is a better idea to just like get into the iron area, get better gear. Stop shooting me. In some cultures it's considered a dick move. Yeah, Mari is genius work. Did I ever read the Frank Herbert books? You mean like, oh, Dune. They are pretty good. I read a little bit of it. I did not read enough. I'm trying to get my son to read them, though. I told him he's not old enough to play this game, but there is a book, and if he can read the book, then he can learn everything he can. My son is 9 years old. Is this the place? Yes, it is. Hey, old dude.
Watch your step, stranger. Those plants are hard to grow out here, and harder to replace. Now, you don't look like the scrap rats that swarm around the place, and you don't look like one of the crazies from the lab. So what brings you here?
Looking for signs of the Fremen?
The Fremen? Kynes mentioned them to me in a letter. I was looking forward to meeting them, but by the time I got to Arrakis, they had been wiped out.
Who's Kynes?
There are actually two Kynes. The elder, Pardo Kynes, was a legend at the college on Kytane. His work on the ecological tenets of planetary transformation, magnificent. But the younger Kynes, little is known. It is said that Pardo had a child with a Fremen woman, and the result was a new Kynes. The reason I am here.
Came looking for Pardo Kynes' child?
Yes. Liet Kynes wrote me a letter asking me to come to Arrakis to help with a terraforming project. With such a famous father, how could I refuse? But before I arrived, Liet Kynes was lost in battle. Without the funds or backing to return to Kytane, I am forced to work with the new planetologist.
You advise my son read and read and read and read some more? He does. I limit his screen time quite a bit, and I've got mixed feelings on that because I was raised entirely on video games. It feels cruel to not allow him the same freedom with video games that I had, but at the same time, he has turned to reading and is really like taken into it, and he reads at like a 6th grade level. He's read Lord of the Rings. He started by like just reading like graphic novels that I had around. He's really into One Piece and wants me to buy like a box set for $250. Like he just reads a ton. What he needs to do is sleep now. So what are you doing here?
I was given a ground car and an ancient sync chart of the old botanical testing stations. My task is to document their operational status.
How's that working out?
We're standing atop the 2nd station, and I've been stuck here for weeks cultivating plants because I don't dare to continue. That's how it's working out.
See. Is there a botanical testing station nearby?
You're standing on it, or at least above it. His Majesty's Imperial Testing Number 2. 2nd on my list. As far as I got before I couldn't continue.
Why couldn't you continue?
The place is infested with bandits, who've in turn been infected with something. They attack all who enter, even those of us on official business.
Tell me more.
Oh, scavengers. The usual type around here, cutting up wreckage from the war to sell. The ones in the lab have gone odd.
Odd how?
I hadn't gone very far into the lab when some of them charged at me, screaming and brandishing knives. They were covered in gore. I ran.
Sounds unpleasant.
It was unnerving. I'm not timid by nature, but I didn't want any part of whatever was happening. I came up here and set up this camp.
Like to learn from you.
I would gladly teach you, but there is something I must do. Perhaps we can help each other out.
You love One Piece? And and you draw. You're an animation artist and an illustrator all your life. Nice. It's really cool. I like One Piece a lot. I lost my place in One Piece, and it's impossible to find it again once you do. I'm somewhere in the thousands. Best job in the world. Best job in the world, artist. My brother's an artist. It does sound a lot better than what I do. I write financial software. It's incredibly boring. Anyway, what do you need?
You look like something that stumbled out of a shipwreck. I don't have any way to pay. Unless you're interested in a planetary ecology lesson?
I can help you out. We can discuss lessons afterwards. What do you need me to do?
That's easy. Somewhere in the station is a manifest containing a full log of the supplies that were sealed within. Bring me the manifest.
I'll return with the manifest.
Be careful. The people in that lab are odd.
Goodbye. I found the
You've come
thing.
back. You don't know how rare that is on Arrakis. Have you done as I asked?
Yeah, I brought you the manifest.
You have? That's incredible. I thought those crazies down there would keep me stuck here forever. Oh, wonderful. Say what you will about the old empire, but they knew how to keep a record.
I do appreciate that, like, I raided that dungeon at the first opportunity and found so many things that, like, people hadn't asked me to get yet. So it's really cool that I can just have that on my purpose and I didn't have to, like, raid the place 4 times. Shai, you are the dude that gets the money. All artists need you. It's true. It's true. I tried to get the money. Doesn't pay like it used to, but, you know, it's enough to support the family. The reason I'm mutating into a streamer now is because, honestly, I'd like to move into a career that doesn't have a cap so that I could support my family, not feel chained to somebody else's whims who could fire me at any time for any reason, which would put me out of luck because I live paycheck to paycheck like everybody else. Anyway, I believe you offered to teach me something?
Yes, of course. I haven't forgotten. Pay attention. Life. All life. Is
Every night and day.
Though I must confess, I wasn't expecting such an aptitude. It was more like you were.
I really appreciate that, Wonder Rob. Welcome to me, Hearties. I'm trying to think. You're one of the first people who have ever bought a membership. Actually, you're the first person who's ever bought a membership for yourself. I've gotten gift memberships, but welcome. I think that makes you the first official member. Welcome. I don't even know what the YouTube member benefits are. I forgot. I think you've got the ability to use emotes, and I think your comments are highlighted so that I can pay more attention to you. I noticed your name turned green for me. That's cool. Alright. Goodbye, dude. I've got a new skill tree. What have I got? Anything worth knowing? Vehicle cutter rate yield, handheld yield. Reduces the maximum durability loss of vehicle components when performing repairs. Oh! That's actually pretty cool. I'll be a mechanic. Oh, how's my Bene Gesserit? Want to learn how to metabolize poison. That seems useful. Okay, what am I doing? The anvil. The package to there.